Owning fewer things, saying no to distractions, reflecting on your mortality. These may sound like self-help tips, but they're actually modern echoes of something ancient, a philosophy of clarity, control, and inner peace. Consider the practice of owning fewer things: capsule wardrobes, decluttered homes, clean, intentional spaces. Minimalism promises peace, but only if we understand that the goal isn't neatness, it's freedom from distraction. Time blocking is about cutting out busy work so your attention can breathe. Digital detox is about reclaiming your mind from constant stimulation. The endless scroll, the dopamine drip of likes and notifications. But here's a question. If you've simplified your space and schedule, have you really simplified your life? That's where Stoicism steps in. Not as aesthetics or habit, but as deep inner philosophy. It doesn't just organize your home, it reorients your entire way of seeing the world. Stoicism wasn't born in theory, it was born in crisis. A wealthy merchant named Zeno was shipwrecked. His cargo, his fortune, everything gone, adrift and penniless. He stumbled into a bookstore in Athens, searching not for wealth, but for meaning. There, Zeno discovered the teachings of Socrates and other philosophers. He began studying logic, ethics, and resilience. Years later, he started teaching in the public square, on a painted porch called the Stoa Poikile. That humble porch gave birth to a movement, Stoicism. His ideas spread beyond Greece. In Rome, Stoicism found new voices such as Seneca, the advisor navigating power, Epictetus, the enslaved man turned teacher, and Marcus Aurelius, the emperor and a philosopher. What united them all? Simple but radical message: you don't control the world, only your response to it. Wars, loss, betrayal, these are external, but your thoughts, your actions, your character, those are yours. That shift from outer chaos to inner control is the soul of Stoicism. And this is where Stoicism and minimalism begin to align in their core philosophy. Minimalism clears the clutter from your home. Stoicism clears the clutter from your mind. One strips away distractions in your environment. The other strips away distractions in your soul. So there are three core connections between Stoicism and minimalism. Three ways they guide us toward a simpler, more meaningful life. Focus on what truly matters: control and acceptance, and freedom through discipline. First, focus on what truly matters. At the heart of Stoicism is the belief that only one thing is truly and consistently good: virtue. Not wealth, not reputation, not even physical health. These might be pleasant, but they're not guaranteed, and they don't define a good life. What does define it, according to the Stoics, is your character, specifically how you live according to wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Everything else, no matter how desirable, is ultimately beyond your control. This mindset mirrors the core of minimalism, which invites us to strip away the excess in our lives, whether that's clutter, distractions, or social pressures, and return to what actually supports our values. Your room can be clean, your calendar open, and yet you can still feel lost. That's where Stoicism strengthens minimalism. It says, cut the noise, but also clarify your virtue. Live according to reason, not impulse. Prioritize character, not convenience. Both Stoicism and minimalism ask a similar question: what do you truly need to live well? And both answer it not with more things or more comfort, but with greater clarity, inner peace, and a life grounded in purpose. Second, control and acceptance. The core idea in Stoicism is the clear distinction between what we can control and what we can't. Our actions, our thoughts, our choices. These are within our power. But everything else, other people's opinions, external events, even the weather, is beyond our control. The Stoics believe that peace comes not from trying to control the uncontrollable, but from accepting it and focusing your energy where it truly counts. Minimalism reflects this same principle. Reduce the mental and emotional noise that distracts from what really matters. Minimalism applies this Stoic insight to modern life, especially in how you deal with your digital habits. You can't escape a noisy, hyper-connected world filled with endless pings, updates, and digital chatter. But you can silence notifications or set clear boundaries for screen time. This is the essence of digital detox. Not rejecting technology entirely, but creating space to think, breathe, and be present. You can choose a lifestyle that protects your attention. It's just like the Stoics taught. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. Another modern expression of Stoic-inspired minimalism is time blocking. Instead of reacting to everything, you plan your day with purpose, protecting your time. Marcus Aurelius warned that time is easily wasted and never returned, and time blocking reflects that wisdom. Are digital detox and time blocking alone enough for true Stoicism? For the Stoics, you're shaping a life that aligns with wisdom, self-control, and purpose. Minimalist habits help clear the noise, but Stoicism teaches you what to listen to once the noise is gone. Third, freedom through discipline. Are you in control of your desires, or are they controlling you? The Stoics were not against pleasure, but they warned that unchecked desire becomes a trap. The more you crave, the more control you give away. True peace begins where constant wanting ends. To the Stoics, freedom didn't mean doing whatever you feel like. It meant not being enslaved by every craving or emotional reaction. It meant learning to want less, so that you could finally live more fully, with less fear and more peace. Minimalism mirrors this ideal beautifully. You reduce your possessions, yes, but more importantly, you reduce internal noise. You choose fewer wants, fewer pressures. And in that space, you rediscover the joy of saying no. With fewer distractions, you gain more than time, space, and energy. You gain clarity. Clarity about what brings meaning, and that clarity is the foundation of real freedom. Not the freedom of reacting, but the freedom of choosing with purpose. What if peace isn't something out there to chase? What if it's already within you, waiting to be uncovered by stripping away everything that doesn't matter? Minimalism and Stoicism both suggest the same answer. Less is clarity, less is power. In short, Stoicism clears your mind. Minimalism clears your environment. Together, they release it from chaos, clutter, and unconscious habits. So if you've embraced minimalism but still feel a sense of restlessness, maybe it's your entire framework for living that needs rethinking. It's not about chasing more productivity hacks or finding the perfect storage solution to organize an already overstuffed life. It's a philosophy, a way of seeing the world that says, need less, because most of what you chase doesn't matter. True freedom isn't something you'll find out there in the world. It begins within, in the quiet space between stimulus and response. It starts with one powerful and often overlooked decision: to stop chasing everything and instead to want only what truly matters. If this resonated with you, don't just scroll on, declutter a space, say no to something meaningless. Reflect on what really matters. If you want more ideas like this, please hit like and subscribe. Your mindset is your environment.